Howdy everyone, welcome to a video on my tooth. Now I'm gonna put it on my bed, flat on the bed, because obviously there's not much to show anyways. I don't want to show you the blood stain on the tissues. I don't want to show it to you. Now of course, let me explain to you what happened. Now I mentioned in my previous video, but I'll mention it again. Uh, since last week I've had tooth problems with this one tooth. This tooth was obviously on the second row, basically, the bottom row. And remember the tooth I took out last 2 years ago? Remember that tooth? Well, this tooth was below that, so kind of strange pair to take out. But anyways, uh, this was paining so bad, my ears were aching. I then got antibiotics, and obviously antibiotics aren't really there to do a lot besides get rid of bacteria, you know. Obviously to help with certain sicknesses, yes, but for toothaches, for me personally, I need antibiotics before I take anything, before I have any operation whatsoever. So taking this tooth out, I needed antibiotics. Even if it did not really soothe the pain, I still needed antibiotics. And I started taking them on Thursday. Then Friday came, the pain was still there. Then Saturday came. I went, I think, around 10 or something, or 11, almost close to 11. Then we were waiting. The dentist was seeing someone. Do you call them dentist or do you call them a doctor? Or both? I'm going to call them dentist. Doctor dentist, I don't know. But basically, it was my turn. And obviously, with last time, my tooth was well, basically small fragments of my tooth was stuck inside my gum, you know, and they were causing problems. That was long ago, and they had to do an x-ray. But this time there was no x-ray needed. I just had to show the tooth, and basically I sat down on that red chair, very, very interesting chair. I sat down and then I told the doctor which tooth it was, and then he injected me twice, I guess. And well, before that, he also rubbed some medicine around, and I don't know what that medicine is for. Is that for the numbing, or the injection is for the numbing? I still don't know. I don't know, but regardless, I I was then told to, like, sit back in the waiting room for a while until it gets numbed up, and the teeth was not numbing. However, my lips was numbing, so I guess, yeah. And then the doctor gave me another injection, and then one in the middle of my teeth. Now, I want to show you the shape of my teeth. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you my teeth, but I'm going to show you how my teeth was actually looking like. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Now, this is how my teeth was actually like. Obviously it used to be a full tooth, but as the years went away, it broke out. But if you look at my hand very carefully, there was one long upper side, one long mountain, only one, very thin. And in the bottom was a crater. It was literally a freaking crater, you know? And obviously it was black. And inside the fissure of that long mountain, obviously it was black. But the rest of the tooth was white for some reason. But the rest of my teeth are obviously like brown, light brown. So I kind of wonder what happened. But regardless, I then, sorry about my voice, I never warm it up. I'll try and speak more cuter from now on. So, anyways, I was injected inside. It felt like I was injected inside of the crater. Inside that crater, I was injected, and that made me squirm. I literally squirmed. When it comes to injections, I always hold my pain now, but I squirmed because it was so bad. And then all of a sudden, I was told to, I guess, rinse my mouth. And I go outside from the room. There's a tap outside the room, and, there's a mirror and everything like that. But as I was there, uh, you know, I would see my teeth covered in blood, and I would look at that tooth. It underneath the gum is slightly pale, I guess because of the injection, but it pained so bad, honestly, and some pus was coming out, so it was kind of crazy. and the pain wasn't going away. The numbingness barely was there. Like my tongue was numbed, my lips were, my bottom lips, and a small part of my upper lip. Well, you could say half of my upper and bottom lip were numbed. But anyways, like the other half wasn't for some reason. I don't know. Same with my tongue. Half of my tongue or a small fragment of my tongue was numb. Then the doctor injected me again twice, and then he began taking it out. And compared to the last time, where pulling the tooth out from the gum, or just pulling any teeth out, it would feel painless, right? You would feel like a small little pinch, or like you barely will feel it. You might feel a couple of itching or tickle, I don't know, but you won't really feel a big pain. But this time I felt a pain. I felt a pain so bad because you need to understand that last time they had to dig through my gum because my teeth were stuck inside. But this time it was out in the open, and it was giving them a trouble. I could still feel the pain of the instruments they used on my teeth. You know, those pliers and that little hook thing. I could still feel it. You know, just thinking of it brings back memories. Kind of crazy, right? And I was like, what the frick? You know, this pain was painful, you know? To feel all those instruments upon your teeth, it's bad. Compared to last time where I barely felt it because of the numbingness. You know, this time the numbingness was barely there. So I had to feel every single pain, you know. It was so crazy. And then the tooth was out. And then I came back, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, you know, the gum basically expanded. It freaking rose up, all jelly and black and red. It was so crazy. The gum was so sticky, and it was, well, not sticky as in like very like glue, but it was basically sticking over my other teeth. You know, overlapping them, trying to overlap them. You know, growing like weeds basically. It was like so up and gooey. You know, and then as the days progressed, the gum basically shrugged away, and now it's gray and black, or gray and dark red. Uh, but honestly, it was such a strange feeling to go through. Now my ears are still slightly aching. I'm now wearing a scarf, which I barely wear, but honestly, this pain is the worst. I still have a swollen gum because of my tooth. I guess the pus is still there. Uh, I'm gonna gargle after this video. I'm gonna gargle and then eat and then brush my teeth and then stuff like that, and then, get on with the day. Honestly, this has been a very a strange one at that. Anyways, hope you all understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, the experience was painful. It was very painful. Uh, I thought it was going to be a breeze because I was so focused on getting the tooth removed, you know. The pain is slightly fading away and coming back and forth, but not as bad as a couple days ago when I removed my tooth. Uh, I'm kind of glad that it's over. You know, if I left the tooth, I would have still been in pain by now. And honestly, I'm glad it's out. And I will take care of my other teeth as well. I've been slowing the possession of sweets for such a long time, mostly because I get bored of sweets. You know, I do eat sweets once in a while, but I don't want to eat all of them. I promise to take more care of my teeth, not just brushing, but now flossing, and I'll try and get some interdental toothbrushes to help out as well. You know, when I brush everywhere, the gums, the tongue, upper gum, behind the teeth, on top of the teeth, lower gum, you know, the front gums and stuff like. I brush everywhere. Right in the back, I brush as well. You know, so yeah, I'm just saying, you know, even with the brushing alone and the methods I used, it wasn't enough to help. I guess the teeth was doomed for such a long time, and finally took pain, finally granted pain, and all of a sudden, it was just so bad. It was so bad, and I'm glad it's gone. Well, I have it with me, but you know what I mean. Um, I'm just gonna go now. Have a fun day. Bye.